So today we're going to go over lesson 6, and that focuses on order of operations. So we're going to focus on the essential question, which says, when evaluating an expression, how do you know what operation to do first? So that's all about order of operations. So we're going to start with listing out the order of the operations. So example 1 says, what operations are you evaluated first? So first you want to do groupings. So that includes parentheses or brackets. So I'm going to write parentheses. So whatever comes first. So if you have parentheses first, you're going to focus on what's inside the parentheses. So after parentheses, you're going to look at if your expression has any exponents. So exponents are what we talked about yesterday. So parentheses, exponents, and then after that we have multiplication and division. So whatever comes first, it doesn't matter. If division comes first in your problem, then you're going to solve that first. And we're going to look at some examples here that illustrate that. So next, it says what operations are always evaluated last. So the last thing that you're going to do is addition and subtraction. And I'm just going to abbreviate. So addition and subtraction. All right. So exercises 1 through 4, it says evaluate the following expressions. So evaluate, that just means to solve. So solve the following expressions. So you have, for number 1, it says 4 plus 2 times 7. So you want to look back here. You want to see if it has any parentheses. Does it? No, it does not. Okay, exponents. Any exponents? No. So then multiplication, division? Yes, we have multiplication here. So we're going to solve that first. So multiply 2 times 7, that's 14. So I'm going to add 4. I'm going to rewrite it. So 4 plus 14. I want to keep that same order. Otherwise, it gets a little confusing. So you have 4 plus 14, and that is equal to 18. Okay, next. Number 2 is 36 divided by 3 times 4, and a lot of students have problem with this, especially because here we said multiplication slash division, and it has both division and multiplication. So I know some of you are going to want to do this first, multiply first, but you just want to go left to right. So you have division first on the left, so you're going to do 36 divided by 3. Oh, I'm just going to rewrite it. So you're going to do this first, 36 divided by 3. Okay, so if you do that, I'm going to write it out here. 3 goes into 3 once, so minus 3, 0, drop down the 6. 3 goes into 6 twice. So looks like 12 is our answer, so 12 times 4. Because you're just rewriting it from here, 12 times 4, and so we know that is 48. So 48 is your answer for that problem. Next, we have, up here, number 3, 20 minus 5 times 2. So we have subtraction and multiplication. So we have to start with the multiplication first. So this is going to equal 10. And the reason why I want you to rewrite this every single time with the correct order is because it gets confusing here if you write 10 and then minus 20, because that's not the same thing. So rewrite 20 minus 10, and that equals 10. Last example here. So we have 4 plus 6 times 6 divided by 8. So you have addition, multiplication, and division. So we're going to start with multiplication because it's first left to right. Okay, so I'm just going to rewrite 4 plus, and then what is 6 times 6? It is 36 divided by, let's change that to 9 to make it a nicer number to work with, but if you want a challenge, you can always just use that 8. Okay, so you have 4 plus 36 minus 9 now, so you have division here, so you're going to have to solve that first. So 36 divided by 9 is 4, and 4 plus 4 equals 8. Okay, so those are just a couple examples I wanted to go through with you to help you understand how to do those better. So we're going to move on to example 2. And then there's going to be some exercises where you're going to work. So example 2, expressions using exponents. So you have 4 plus 9 squared divided by 3 times 2 minus 2. So in the expression above, what operation is evaluated first? So first thing that we're going to look at is, well, let's check back up here. Do we have any parentheses? No. I'll leave that there. So parentheses, any exponents? Actually, yes, we do have an exponent. So let's solve that first. So we're going to write exponents, or just exponent. Okay, so this 9 squared means 9 times 9. It does not mean 9 plus 9. It does not mean 9 times 2. It is 9 times 9. All right, so we're going to do that 9 times 9 first. So that's equal to 81. So I'm going to rewrite it here. 4 plus 81 divided by 3 times 2 minus 2. Okay, so we did that. Next, we have addition, division, multiplication, or subtraction. So what comes after the exponent? Well, division or multiplication. So whatever comes first going left to right. So it looks like we have 81 divided by 3 first. So over here we're going to divide, or I guess I'll do it over here. We're going to divide 81 by 3. And so that equals 27. Okay, so, so let's say division and then multiplication. I'm just going to abbreviate that. Okay, so now we are down to 4 plus 27 times 2 minus 2. So we have to do the multiplication now. So we have 4 plus, and then 27 times 2, that's 54, and then minus 2. So what operations are always evaluated last? So that is going to be addition and subtraction. So addition, subtraction. Okay, so we're just going to go left to right now. Okay, so it's going to be 4 plus 54, so that's 58. Rewrite the minus 2, and you solved it. So what is the final answer? It is 56. So hopefully, since we went through it step by step, it makes a little more sense in how to solve these types of problems. And of course, if you need any help at any time, please just raise your hand and I'll come by and help you. Just make sure that you are following along to the best of your ability. Okay, now let's move on to number 5. So number 5 is a little tricky, 5 and 6. They are a little tricky because we have exponents, and a lot of us get confused with exponents. So we're going to start by identifying the exponent, because we don't have any parentheses, so we're going to identify those. So 5 squared, that is 5 times 5. And sorry for the unfocused camera. And then this is 4 times 4 times 4. Okay, so 5 times 5, we know that's 25. So we can just rewrite the problem, 90 minus 25 times 3. Okay, and then over here, because I'm going to have you solve it in a second. So over here, this is going to equal 64. So we're going to rewrite it, 64 plus 2 times 8. All right, so I want you to pause the video now, and I want you to solve it. And then once you hit that button again, we're going to check our answers. So hopefully you paused the video and you didn't just wait to copy down the answer. And so this is going to be 15, and this is going to be 80. Okay, next, so example 3, expressions with parentheses. So consider a family of 4 that goes to a soccer game. Tickets are $5 each. So you have a family of 4, tickets are $5 each. And the mom buys a soft drink for $2, but only for herself. So how would you write this expression? So a family of 4 and tickets are $5 each. So maybe you want to add 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 and then plus 2 for that drink. Sorry, it's unfocused. Okay, so maybe you want to do that, but we know that repeated addition is just multiplication. So we can write it as 4 times 5 to account for all the tickets, and then plus 2 for the soft drink that Mom wanted. Okay, and so that, how much will the outing cost? Well, we have to multiply first. So 20 plus 2, that's 22. So it's going to cost $22. All right. So next, consider a different scenario. So the same family goes to the game, but each of the family members want a drink. So how would you write this? So you could write 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, or sorry, family of 4. Right, yeah. Or you could use multiplication. So we're going to use multiplication first. So we have that each member wants a drink. So the tickets cost the same, 4 times 5, because it's $5 each, and then plus 4 times $2 for each drink. Or if you want to think about it as, well, you have the cost of $5 and $2 for the drinks for all 4 family members. So you could write it either way. You can write it with parentheses here or over here without parentheses. And so we'll see if they actually equal the same thing. So let's start with this. So 4 times 5, that's 20. Okay, plus 8. So that's going to be 28. Or over here we have 4 times 5 plus 2 is 7, which is also equal to 28. So they both equal $28. All right. Next, we are going to do exercises 7 through 8. And so right now I want you to hit pause, solve the problem, and then come back once you're done so you can check the answers. So again, hopefully you hit pause instead of just waiting it out for the answers. So here we're going to have 2, plus, in parentheses, 81 minus 4. So that's 2 plus 77, which is 79. Because remember that 9 squared is 9 times 9, which is 81. Okay, next. You have lots of parentheses here, lots of operations going on. So you're going to start by doing what's in the innermost parentheses. So I'm going to rewrite the entire problem, and then 3 plus 4 is 7, so I do that. Okay. 5 minus, and then division, so 2. And then just go left to right here in the parentheses. So I'm going to have 2 times 18 minus 2, which turns to 2 times 16, which equals to 32. All right, so hopefully that helped. As I walked you through it, hopefully you understood. If not, please raise your hand and I am more than happy to help you so you can understand better. So now I want you to go through example 4 down here, and the rest of the problems here. So you're going to answer some questions over here, and then down here you're going to evaluate some more. Okay, and then if you need any help, again, just raise your hand, or if you want me to check your answers, you can raise your hand as well. Okay? Well, thanks for listening.